Hello, good evening, and welcome to the stream. Yes, indeed, we're live again. It's the Hump Day stream, I believe it's called. Well, it's a midweek stream. Midweek stream. That's what it is. Yes, indeed. All right, a bit of social mediaing, and we'll get underway, everyone. And the thumbnail for tonight's stream is in fact a bug that used to happen in the game with certain headwear. An Atrox wearing certain headwear would suddenly have a Solitus head. But there you go. There's an old screenshot of someone in our game that it happened to. Stood very close to someone else called Ictu, who was also part of Storm back in the day. Yes. And thankfully for me, it is in fact a beer o'clock stream. Yes. No work tonight. And also, Mrs. Carlos 2 is off as well. Right, there we go. Let's round up some daily missions. We only need to complete one for the Freelancers Inc., which I still have running from last week. Mathematica, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Ah, the music, as it surges over you. Yes, indeed. Right, time to crack that beer. Oh, yeah. Lady Sky Cannon, welcome on in. Oh, my thing's a bit high up. I can't grab it. Oh, God. I may never be able to move it again. Chat box, no. Yeah, I just want to... Yeah, there you go. Is that about right? Oh, looks about right. Yep. It's a bit higher for some reason. Alright, okay. We're playing for a job. Straightforward, please. Goodbye. What did we get? The Hunt again. Okay. Finally, I ungimped my 165 MA. Nice. You just geared them up a bit, did you? Where can you offer me? Yep. Mantis Hive again. Diggers again. Right, this time we will actually do an alien mission instead of forgetting to hand it in from the previous day's playing and then having to do without a new mission on the subsequent day's one. Aliens alone. Oh, spaced out. Okay, cool. Right. Let's go off and get some buffs. New sims and nanos, nice. Yeah, the Arbiter is still up, but we do have the Arbiter daily already. Although we should complete it after the first mission, I think. We'll have to see. There you go, let's use the buff bot of Win. Yes, Vulnerability Seeker is better. I think, yep, we got everything else we wanted, I think. Alright. New land then, we'll go do Spaced Out, see which one we get. I've not had that on this character yet, I don't think. Toast on beans, welcome to the stream. I found the mobs are hardly touching it now. Yeah, once you add all death and evades are up, yeah. It's pretty cool. Alright, okie doke. I hear you've been abducted by aliens. Ooh, I forgot to check something. I'm just going to check it off screen a second. Yeah, we're all good. Right, there we go. What did we get? Oh, cool, we got this one. Mihalik, hello, pheasants. I'm not a pheasant. I'm the pheasant plucker's son. I'm only plucking pheasants until the pheasant plucker comes. Anyway, good to see you, Mihalik. How are you? Are you well? Oh, my adult left all the way down there. Somewhere around here. There we go. Good to see you, mate. How's life? Alberta Bob, 53. Hi all, welcome on in. What level are you? What gun is that? I'm level 117 and it is a OFAB Tiger Mark 6. We're doing a bow MA, or trying bow MA. Badly. I'm just trying it out because I've never done a bow MA, so... Just Alberto. I know. I mess people's names up. I don't mean any harm. Alberto Bob subscribed with Prime. They've subscribed for 13 months. Thank you very much for the resub, and thank you very much for 13 months. Excuse me. Yeah, it's a beer o'clock stream, I'm afraid. You're just going to have to learn to live with it. Not my fault. I didn't carbonate the beer. I only drank it. This is why I don't drink lager in pubs. Makes it too noisy. Yeah, you don't belch with real beer. As in, you know, an ale. Right, here we go. The boss of the mission. Yeah, have you ever done a bow MA, Mihalik? You've done all kinds of builds, haven't you? I'm waiting to see when Mihalik goes, no, you're doing it all wrong. It'd probably be right as well. Friday can't come soon enough. I need to get a grace for my MA account. Oh, okay. Alright. Sensible lady. Take thingamy. Yeah, because you weren't any help in the fight, were you? You just stood around. I'm good. A friend of my wife's moved in with us until September, and my sister's here for 3 weeks. My wife's doing her nose job. Okay. So I'm a bit overwhelmed by female presence right now. It's fine. I'm sure your your unadulterated manliness is more than a match. As for me, I was outnumbered in this house. We had the two girls and Mrs. Callis too, and me. I never felt overwhelmed. Swifter, hey Carl, hey, welcome to the stream. Never bothered me. It's the other way now because it's me, my son, and Mrs. Collis too. So it doesn't seem to bother her either. So I know what you're saying though. The house is have to go along with their plans. I think my MA is like 210 or something. I don't remember finishing it. Yeah, I know what you mean. Ranger, can we do? No, that's... Oh, Christ. 195. Philistine. Wave back to you. I've got nothing much to put that in except maybe light artillery for the bow. Yeah, let's do that. Why not? The house is way louder, but they're having a blast. Oh, let them enjoy it, man. Ragester, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Right, the hunt. So we're 117. Diners around our level. Where do we want to go? What's in Varmint Woods? I can never find it. The map's too zoomed in. But yeah, there we go. Some 75-ish Varmint. Or much higher ones out in Enigma Forest, maybe. I got the ruin yesterday. Nice. Central Artery Valley is a possibility. On there. What have you got near ICC? Aren't there some 90s around there? I think there are, actually. Let's go to ICC. And just set the map back to a reasonable size. There we go. Say ruin again. Okay, I just did. What do you call it? Raiwen? No idea how it's supposed to be pronounced. Is it even a real word? Sounds like a Witcher universe monster. Chinese, apparently.
Re-H 文 Re-H text Re-H 文
Re-H-U-N. What if it was Polish? What if it was Polish? Like The Witcher. Come on. Oh, where's P?
Riwen.
Yeah, I think it's going to be Rewen in English.
Rewin
Yeah, Rewen. Yeah, I it sounds... Yeah, it could be Norwegian, yeah. Actually, let's open that page back up. Control-Shift-T. There you go. Rewen. It thinks Chinese automatically. Let's try Norwegian.
Riven Rewin
Rewen. Yeah, Rewin. I sort of say... closed it again. I shouldn't have done. Dear. What if it's Welsh? It'll be a terrible translation, whatever.
Rhywun.
Some.
Rhywun.
Rhywun. Yeah, exactly how I say it when I see those letters. Although it would probably be a Y instead of an I as well. Rhywun. I don't know. Right, what's around here? Well, there's a 105 to the south. Let's go and tackle them. Ooh. Yeah, it could be Norwegian, I'm not sure. Mads Moland, that was fast, spaced out. Yeah, there's a formula to completing that mission quickly. Is stand in the corner near the two NPCs and just kill half the mobs. And the boss still spawns. Yeah, it's pretty quick. I did a how to do this mission. Right, I've got a series that's how to do basically every daily mission. I don't think there's many I've ever missed, so... Okay, so we got you. The ads are also green, so let's avoid some of those. Pull you all the way over here. Oh, you feel the core of your being shift as the source makes room for a divine presence. Oh, good lord. Legerenu has reached enlightenment. Congratulations. Okay, let's get rid of the ad that we didn't want to begin with. Yeah, it could be Norwegian, couldn't it? But, yeah. Ruin is not Norwegian, says Mads. Take your word for it if you're a Norwegian person. You feel the core of your being shift as the source makes room for a divine presence. Known ganks. Has reached enlightenment, okay. Gamul 11111. Welcome to the stream. Good to see you, sir. Yeah, I think it's Rywin, you know, or Rywin or something. I'm not sure. We'll have to ask whoever designed the NPC and named it. Or the pet, and named it, rather. And they're probably all like, no, it's nothing like that. It's, you know, whatever it is, and we've been getting it wrong for years. That happened in the UK, no. You know, Adidas trainers. So in the UK, we'd never heard the word spoken. So in the UK, people called them Adidas trainers. For as long as they were around, their sportswear was Adidas. And then they did a UK advert, TV advert, with like a bobsleigh Olympic team wearing their specialist, you know, and what we found out to be Adidas gear. And at the end, it shows them like getting the sleigh ready and then whooshing down it and all the rest, going down the bob on the sleigh. And at the end, it went Adidas. And everyone went, oh, that's how you say it. You know? IKEA, we kind of got straight away because their adverts, I saw their adverts before I ever saw one of their stores, you know. And their adverts were a little off the wall for TV back then. This is the IKEA way. And everyone went, yeah, IKEA, okay. It was a big, strapping big bloke with lots of kind of homemade tattoos, they look like, on him. Slapping his thighs, explaining the way of IKEA or something mythical, and everyone was just like, okay. What the hell's this? Keen Archibald Colt. I remember using these on my Advi back in the day. Oh God. Sulin, just subscribed. Thank you very much for the resub. 13 months. No way. Well, good to see you, and thank you very much for the 13 months. Much appreciated. I'll leave the fat loot there for whomever wants to collect it. Right, we hand this in. It should complete the hunt. And that will complete the Freelancers Inc. I live in a village where IKEA started. Oh, right. Okay. Yeah, I've seen their stores. I don't think I've ever been in one, though. If I'm being honest, I can't remember ever going inside. Like, I didn't need to buy anything they sell at that moment in time, so I never went in. No. Right. Alright, we're going back to Old Athen to hand this in. The best meatball. Every culture has meatballs. I don't know who invented them, you know. Or or whether they just, people discovered, oh, you can roll up mincemeat and cook it in a sauce. I think, yeah, because, you know, they're kind of, it's almost universal, isn't it? Meatballs. Every country's kind of got some version of them. Mission complete. Goodbye. Yes, there we go. That's 118. And Freelancers complete. Let's go hand that in. We should maybe ding again then. Seen one, seen all. Yeah, that's it. People go, oh, Swedish meatballs. Well, no, I'm pretty sure they exist in nations have some version of a meatball, you know. So, like, who invented alcohol? Well, I mean, nobody and everybody. It seems to be somehow every nation discovers it independently of another, you know. Or, you know, discover some form of intoxicating beverage. Whatever that might be. So, yeah. Ralph! Yes, another ding. And we finished some research. What are we on now? We're on Alacrity 3. Okay, we'll keep going with that. Intuition 4. Stamina, strength. Yeah, these are all incredibly useful. I'm going to finish off the 2s, though. Reflex 2 gives you martial arts, brawling, martial arts. Okay, do any of them give bow? I'm not seeing bow in any of them, you know. Meditation, nano skills, intuition, strength and nano skill, a bit of crit, empathy, no bow there. Nimble. Dodge range. Yeah, there's some good ones on nimble. Let's have some more nimble. Get the more evades on the go. You received you gained a bonus combination. Received an item. Did I get the... No, I was hoping for the mission agency recall, but never mind. Right, Smuggler's Den, I guess. I may have to log the crap for a bit of crowd control in there, though. It's usually a mess once you get in. We'll do these. Range. Let's get some more out of the bow. Oh, we're close to being self-equipping it. That's good. But then we don't want to let MA fall too far behind. So I'm going to do that one, and then for symbionts, want that, and then base abilities. There we are. When was the last time I saw a GM in game? When we did the it was the Ark Memorial. Can't remember how long ago that was now. It was a couple. It was during lockdown, I think. But yeah, they were all there. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was the former game dev, or the dev that was appointed to do the new engine. Well, halfway through it. I've forgotten their name now. Quite a while ago. But yeah, they turned up in the art playfield for that. Remember their name. Yeah, there was Janelle, and then Janelle was not doing well with the beta engine or whatever. They left, then their partner left, who was also working on it, and then someone else was brought in and they saw it through. They got it over the line. At least as a beta engine you could play on the live server. Drone, acrobat. I'd have to watch back through the footage, to be honest, to figure out which GM it was. But they were an actual, you know, Funcom employee that developed the game. Technically, Ark don't count as GMs. They Ark with their own thing. They were like a volunteer with free account. With GM powers, yes, but, you know, they didn't actively develop the game, so it's not quite the same thing. Plus, they weren't an employee, which unfortunately is part of the reason why the Funcom got rid. Holy crap, I've watched so many of your videos. Amazing to see you on here. Thanks for all your guides and such. You're very welcome, Logan. Hopefully they were useful to you. That's the whole point of making them. Make AO easier was the kind of plan. Because it's quite a dense game to get into, and you know, it's like, well, I want more people to play it, so I'm going to make videos about how to play it. You know, that was the plan. Saw it through. Did every single class in the game, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did. I did every single class and did right, level 1 to level 220, let's go, you know? God, I did 2 engineers as well. 2 engineers, 2 NTs, 2 fixers, 2... I actually have 2 keepers, but I only did a let's build of 1. Okay, we're on runners. The problem with this dungeon is just the ad aggro is nuts. I'm going to bring in the big calms. Yes, I am. Excuse me. Alright, here we go. Yeah, well, it was a proper big shame, that. But yeah, some law changed about people working for in-game credit, and technically that's what ARCs were defined as, because they didn't receive monetary reimbursement for the time they were working, inverted commas. They got a free account, and you're not allowed to do that anymore. So, unfortunately, yeah, all their volunteer programs got shut down because of that law. That wouldn't have been my solution. My solution would have been, well, you know, they're flexi workers, so the hours they work, we pay them. And provide them with a free account as well, but they get paid the nominal rate. And just done it. I would have done it that way, you know, but, you know, I don't run the game, so it ain't up to me. But that would have been my solution. Okay, in the last year you logged in for 40 hours on that account and did stuff with the community, so we're paying you for 40 hours at the standard rate. And they could have kept going like that, but they just decided not to. I think they just didn't want to get sued or something, maybe. I don't know. Am I in the same playfield? I bet I'm not. Nope. I am not in the same playfield. Bugger. Foragers, I don't need any yet. I need runners. Playfield GS2. And my crat is in... No, it's going too fast. Can't even see it. GS1 somehow. Oh, God. Right, okay. Let's run out and try again. Wish there were a quicker way to get out, but there ain't. Not drone, forager, don't need either. This is why I want to get the crat in here, just to deal with all the ads. Right, come on, GS2, let's go. Are we in GS1 again? I can't find it. I got so much spam. Huh? At the end. While I'm here, though, you know, just turn off the noise. Right, Shift F9. I got GS1 again. Okay, I'm going to stand here. And after this one, I'm going to run out and come back in on the other character and see if we can get GS1 again. So, very much so. I love this game so much. I wish they didn't abandon it. Me too. But, you know, you can't tell a game company what to do, so... Yeah, I mean, it's kind of hosted. It's piggybacking on one of the Conan Games servers or something at the moment. I remember when GMs used to hang out at Noob Island. Yeah. I'm going to run out on this character and see if we get GS2 when we GS1 when we re-enter. Normally it's the other way around. You enter at GS1 and your other characters on GS2. Yeah, there we go. Fantastic. Right, I'm on Burrowers next. So let's just calm a path. So I don't have to fight a bunch of mobs I don't want to fight or get chased around by them for the next hour. Okay, that should do for now. Right, so I'm not doing any fighting with them, but I am borrowing them for the crowd control. Right. Burrowers, let's go. Yeah, 2017 they basically said, you know, that's all folks, but subsequently they still released the updated dungeons. So we got, you know, the Pyramid of Home dungeon opened up, followed by, I think it was Temple of the Three Winds, and then finally Subway. We all hoped they were going to do Biomare or something like that next, but they never did. I think it's quite possible that those dungeons may have been in development before the decision to put AO on the back burner, so to speak. But they did say, you know, we're pulling active support, so yeah, it's kind of a bummer. Right, I'm getting another beer because I feel like it. I'll be back. Well, in less than... Probably I'll be back just in time to see this mob die, I think. Yeah, GMs used to turn up in various, you know, player locations and just chew the fat, muck about and do fun stuff. Yeah, they didn't shut down completely. Yeah, a lot of companies would have done, but I don't think Funcom can. We've had this discussion many times, but when AO was being made... they got funding from the Norwegian government, who technically still own part of the IP for the game. So no person can just come along and buy it without negotiating with the Norwegian government, apparently. Not quite sure exactly how it all works, but yeah, there's some oddness. What's this way? Back the way we came, and then scouts. I don't think it's that one, is it? No, it's not that one. It's not the middle one. Aren't the scouts up here? Yeah, there's scouts here. They'll do. Yeah, so there's been people before that have said, you know, I really could afford to buy this IP. I don't know how many $1 million they've got or whatever, but they were adamant they could do it, and it never ever came through because Funcom, I don't think, are allowed to sell it. There's some entanglement with the Norwegian government that means they can't or something. At least that's what I've heard. I've never had the official, okay, this is how the game was set up financially, and therefore, you know, so and so and so and so owns this or that part of the game, or this percentage of it, or whatever, or the IP itself. So it's like the Norwegian government doesn't own Funcom, but does own part of the IP, which is Anarchy Online, or something like that. It's bizarre. Yeah, I mean, the truth is, a lot of other games have gone. You know, old school games that aren't really as popular as they used to be. Yeah, they've all gone now. I mean, I know Star Wars Galaxies went because of the IP licensing ran out. I mean, they kind of knackered that game anyway, trying to make it like WoW. It killed off more than a few MMOs, that has. But yeah. Next run is now following. Thank you for the follow. POTUS Draco. It would be funny to have Partner Way On and having them in the old days with the UA Air Force ads in the game. I can well believe it. That would have been pretty cool. The game used to have real life ads, as in ads, on the billboards. And they used to show ads for the most... It was usually game related, but like I think I remember seeing an ad for like not necessarily another US Air Force one was in the Newbie area. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, I'm sure I remember seeing that and thinking, was that for real? Was that a real ad they did? I mean, the biggest advert campaign the US military ever did was Top Gun. 100%. Right, what have we got next after them? We got foragers, whom are due south. Can I get to them without too much aggravation? Maybe I can. Okay, here's one. It wasn't. That's not my line. Some comedian said that, but I think they're probably right. I mean, like the original Top Gun, you know, which certainly predates AO, but yeah. Yeah, there was one in the Noob area, and if you were on a Froob account, you couldn't turn it off. I think it's under effects. Yes, you could switch off show commercial build. These two didn't work on a Froob, but they did work on paid. So because you were paid, you could disable the in-game ads. And I missed them because it didn't really matter what the ad was for, so much as it brought the game to life. It felt more alive because there was, you know, like if you play Cyberpunk 2077, you walk around, oh God, I've forgotten the name of it. Yeah, what's the city called in it? I can't remember, and I've played hundreds of hours in that game. But yeah, all the billboards advertising stuff and being animated and it feels like, yeah, that's kind of what you expect. You know, every available space is being sold off for advertising wherever it can, you know. I'm being delusional and hope to get AO vibes from Dune Awakening. I really don't know. I haven't gotten an email for the beta, and I probably never will get one at this point, but I don't know. I don't know if it could ever fill that gap, you know. Disharmony. Yeah, add damage, that sounds good. Let's have a couple of those. Life tap. Okay, what the hell was that? Hop shot. Invasive stance now. It said something on there. Yeah, I think it's more survival based game. I like them when they're solo games. I think I prefer survival games as solo games. You know, like Stalker and that kind of thing. Okay, I have no idea where the other character is, so I'm just going to park up here so I'm not sat with 5 gazillion mobs on me. I left him here. Okay. Okay, what have I got next? Earth Melders, which are, in fact, over there. Right, okay. We came in this door, I think. Yeah, this is it. I'll be in here for the Earth Melders. Yeah, gather this, craft that. Yeah, in single player, I don't really mind that. I just don't think that's what I want as an MMO. But I will give it a go because I do love Dune. I love the books, you know. So, and I thought Villeneuve did a really good job with his movies. Of, you know, I mean, if he did the first book, and he took every facet of that book and put it into a movie, it'd be like, I don't know, 16 hours long or something. So yeah, I mean, you'd never get backing for that. So yeah, we got 2 decent 2-hour movies, you know, that kind of at least get the general gist of the universe across. Yeah, they said it's a survival game, so I'm thinking it's going to be closer to the last Conan game they did. Once that game launches, all the people playing that Conan game are going to be going, wait, what about us? And the people that were playing the Conan game before that are going, wait, what about us? And Secret World are going, wait, what about us? And meanwhile, all of us playing Anarchy Online still are going, first time here. It's okay. The way it just seems to be the way Funcom operate. They hyper focus on the current project, the current game, you know, rather than kind of really thinking about the previous works they've done. Secret World's still up. I think I played it during lockdown just as a bit of fun. Tried it, made a free account, tried it out. It doesn't grab me, unfortunately. I mean, you know, nothing against it. If you're a person that enjoys playing it, good for you. It just didn't grab me somehow. I don't know what I thought I was looking for, or if I was looking for anything. But yeah, it just something didn't quite. Yeah, I was kind of meh about it, you know, by the end of it. So, I kind of don't care, you know, so. You've been probably told at some point, but I can't remember. Yeah, this is the thing when it's been so long. Worst part about Secret World is the 4-button gameplay. Yeah, I never even got that far. That would have just driven me up the wall, though. Yeah, if I want 5 million activation things and hotkeys, and I'm kind of demanding in that respect. That was my biggest peeve with Star Wars Galaxies, is why do I have to put everything on a different key? What difference does it make? Why can't I put this whole row onto one key like I do in Anarchy Online? We're spoiled by objectively spoiled by some of the mechanics in this game. Oh yeah, these guys don't AoE calm, do they? Not to worry. Yeah, I think that's it. I think if you go in with expectation of something being something it isn't, you're going to be disappointed. So it's a survival MMO. It's running on Unreal 5, which for me on my pretty current system, which is a 13th gen CPU and a 40 series graphics card, runs really well. I've got to say, it runs really well on modern gear. But I think if you've got older stuff, I think it's really going to run pretty janky. I don't know. It depends how optimized it is. I mean, God, I played Cyberpunk, my first playthrough, I did on a GTX 980. So I was playing in total potato mode compared to, anyone running a decent system for it. Bobalicious, welcome to the stream. Yeah, I mean, I just don't think there's an AO experience out there except for AO. Love the one you're with and all that. I think one more worker and we're on to the bantlings and we're done with this mission. Got myself a Fruitcrat running out in Newbie Land now. Yeah, I know. Arete, I've got a video for every mission in Arete and then one long one. Like all the missions and how you should sort of farm ahead. But how to do each stage of the main quest there, plus gearing up in there for a Froob. How to get all the benefits of that existing whilst you are there. Jojo, welcome to the stream. Every time you pop on my feed, you make me want to get back into AO. You're a bad influence. Hey, don't leave me alone. I just do my thing, man. I'm surprised I pop into anyone's feed. I'm such a tiny entity on social media. I mean, God. I was watching something the other day, actually, that in terms of watched hours and viewership, YouTube is like so far ahead of every streaming service, like your Netflix, your Paramount, your Prime TV, all of them. And massively ahead of conventional media. It's scary how big it is now in terms of viewership, Hey, big guy, this thing's hitting me. It's alright, I'll debuff it. Have a malaise of zeal and wasteful arms. There you go. That's fun. Stepping into implants and wiggling your way into what? Yeah, the twinking thing in AO where you can manipulate the mechanics in your favour. It's just so good. It really is. No other game seems to have that. Everything's every other MMO I've played, everything is level locked. As in, you must be this level to even think about using it, whereas in AO it's like, got some imagination, have you? Can you do mathematics? Good, this is a game for you. Yeah, if I ladder my implants, get this buff, that buff, the other buff, these couple of items, oh my god, I can put this on. You know, and no other game seems to have that. Everything's like, oh, you can't fight these things, they're 6 levels higher than you. And you're like, yeah, I can hit harder than they do. And yet somehow when you fight them, when they're 6 levels higher than you, or whatever percentage it works out to, you can barely hit them. You come back 1 level higher, you kick their ass. I hate that. Bobblicious. Interesting. The older I get, the faster I forget stuff. You cannot fill a cup that is already full. I think what happens really is you just don't sweat the small stuff anymore. It's basically what happens. Right, so we got the wreck to do next. We're level 121. We're charging through on XP here. Then again, we do has a ton of XP game. We've got the premium nanocam. We've got the newcomer armor. We've got a couple of rings. So yeah, we are stacked for XP at the moment. Right, while you're there, you're going to run out the same way and calm everything you just stirred up for that poor guy who was trying to kill stuff. Let's do the good deeds. No noob. I'm going to calm the whole dungeon for you. What level was he? He is level 129. Yeah, so he's got the... what's it one? I know which mission he's got. I'm making up for maybe training you earlier. I don't think I did, but in case I did. There'll be less aggro for you to deal with. So help me plot. Can't even target that guy. Okay, you're on your own with that one. He won't calm. Yeah, don't target him. Yeah, no point calming any further, because by the time he gets there, those will all be uncalmed. AO is insanely good. My problem is no friends to play with. Yeah, I know. Can't blame the game for that alone, though. I mean, people try to, but I'm like, well, whoa. Just what about the fact that it's been running for almost 24 years? You got to remember that in that time, their lives have changed drastically. They're married, they got kids, they got mortgage payments, all this other stuff. And maybe they just cannot play the game like they used to. They've got different responsibilities. They've got kids who are now in college, and there's so many factors over that time period. I love the rewards from character leveling, stats, getting new skills, disappeared now. Yeah, it's not WoW's fault per se, but WoW was massively, massively successful in the MMO field. And because of that, every corporate board looking at a new potential game, so that, the game devs come in, here's an alpha, this is how it's going to work, and they go, so is it like WoW? And they go, well, no, it's different because make it like WoW or we're not interested. WoW makes money. We should make a WoW. And unfortunately, every game suffered from the WoW's own success. And it's not WoW's fault. It's successful because people like it. I don't, but I mean, people like it and fine. But the problem is, because it was so massively successful, every game developer in the world, when they went to the board with their new game, is just poo-pooed or told, make it like WoW. An MMO, well, it should be like WoW then. If it's not like WoW, then we don't want to know. That seems to be kind of the mentality there. I mean, this is what happened with Star Wars Galaxies, and it happened because of WoW. Sony saw the massive success of WoW and thought, well, maybe we should do that with our multiplayer game. And it was just a really bad fit for the game that it was. And everyone hated the changes. The people that have been playing it for years were like, no, we hate this. This is not why this is not the game we used to play. And they lost a lot of their player base because of it. Yeah, I don't like WoW at all. I don't like the art style. I don't like the character design. I don't like the mechanics. I don't like it. I'm sorry. Some people don't like chocolate. Some people don't like ice cream. It just is what it is. It's just not something for me. All right, let's put the heel pet on the character. Played WoW, EVE Online, and AO. Only get nostalgic about AO and EVE. Yeah, they're quite unique games, though. They've got their own kind of thing, And I'm not, blaming WoW for the, WoW. Other games are the victims of WoW's success. And it's not WoW's fault that that's happened. It's, these suits around the board table going, well, is it like WoW? No. Well, make it like WoW. Well, that will destroy what it is. We don't care. Make it like WoW. Make it like WoW and stick a panda in it. I don't fucking know. Played AO when it came out. We'll never be able to recapture the nostalgia back then. Yeah, you can't be who you were back then. That's the problem, isn't it? I wish I could go back to being 8 years old and watching Star Wars, the original Star Wars, for the first time. But you can't do that. You can't travel back in your own life and be the person you were at that time. Recapturing last night. They're working for Omni, swap into clan, infiltrate the rival guild, feed info back only for the Omni guild to implode and get forgotten about. Oh my god, love my fixer so much. Never seen any game do a class like that ever, but then back into AO fresh after 20 years. Yep, that noise game is a huge mess. I disagree. I don't find it a mess. Fixers are probably even more powerful now than they used to be. Given in 2015 we got the 18.7 patch, massive class rebalance. So yeah, fixes are still pretty cool. I wouldn't say it was a mess. No, I wouldn't say it was a mess. Want to get back to the moment me and my girlfriend found our first GA armor. Yeah, I know. I love gridding a terrorist team into Omniant. You can still do that. There's still role players in the game, you know. They haven't gone. They're just in fewer numbers. Yeah, that is not unavailable to you, is what I'm saying. That's still there, but you know, you need to get into new relationships with new people for that. You should join Rubicar RP. You know, they come up with all kinds of fun stuff. They've got their own Discord as well. I'll give you an invite to it if you're interested. Nah, let me copy. It's a temporary one like usual with Discord. There you go. Go in there and troll and be abusive, and yeah, you're going to get banned. But yeah, if you go in there, you know, genuinely with an open heart saying, oh, I used to love the role play days and doing this and that and the other, yeah, you know, and you want to get involved, I'm sure they will welcome you. Still play the classic hardcore WoW to this day. The game remains solid. Yeah, do you remember when Blizzard were telling the player base they didn't want classic WoW, and then shut down all the classic WoW servers and realised how many people do want the classic WoW, and then they re-released classic WoW? Because they went, oh, wait a minute, millions of them were playing on these servers. Maybe I'm wrong. No, it's the kids who are wrong, you know. It was one of those moments for that company. The unique part of AO is using your brain out of combat, yeah. You think you do, but you don't. No, you only think you want that. That was like a black day for... Or, sorry, shouldn't use black day. That was a dark day for Blizzard, that whatever expo they were at with that. Jesus, they got roasted for it. You think you want it, but you don't, and they went, oh, really? Okay, well, here's 40 million people playing on pirate servers, playing classic WoW, and they went, oh, shit, yeah, they do want that. Don't you guys have phones? Yeah, I felt bad for those devs. What do they know? You know, they got hired in to do a job, did the job, and, oh my God, yeah, and had no clue what they were walking into. I felt bad for them. I genuinely did. They were just... They really were lambs to the slaughter. I felt bad for them. I really did. I think they probably spent a couple of years working on this project, making it really good, thinking and being told by management that, oh, this is the future, everyone's going to like this. And then they're all enthusiastic about it, and they turn up, they say, oh, God, Diablo on your phones. And the crowd's like, what? Yeah, I felt bad for those guys. I really did. I was embarrassed for them. You know, it was like they had no idea they were going to get that reaction, bless them. But yeah, they said, okay, you've put a PC game beloved by millions of fans onto mobile, and you think we're going to like it? Oh, boy. I mean, maybe a couple of the devs who played the original games on PC or whatever were like, they're not going to go for this. But hey, it's a paycheck, you know, or whatever. But, oh yeah, I felt bad for them. Poor buggers. Anyway, I'm getting another beer. They're going down far too fast. I need to slow down, I think, but still getting another one. Yeah, I mean, it's... Yeah, that was... I mean, I've never really played Diablo, so I didn't know what the lived experience of the game was. Oh, is the poll up? Not Paul. Okay, we'll wait over here for the next killing by the guy with the box. Most bots can do... Yeah, they can help with it. We used to have, like, Mission Buddy, Implant Bot. It was all player-based as well in AO. That's the thing. It was never something developed by Funcom themselves. It was always player-led in that respect. Yeah, they got told, hey, we got this job as a dev. You're going to have a regular income for, 2 or 3 years working on this project. I mean, you're a coder, a dev, or whatever, and you land a job like that. You think, great, I'm going to pay the bills and my mortgage and feed the kids and support my family for the next couple of years. That's what they were thinking. I felt bad for them. I genuinely did. They're human beings, Fixernet, cross-faction Fixer Collective. Yeah, it fitted with Fixers, didn't it? Fixers were kind of like Mavericks, kind of like Han Solo, play both sides, kind of wind your own path kind of a deal. Brilliant character design, and they put that into the lore of the game as well. You do the Fixer Grid quests, part 1 and part 2. Yeah, you definitely feel like that. Mayo was my first and favourite MMO. I want to remake an Fixer or Agent. I lack the brain power anymore. You do not. For impant laddering and twinking, it's not that. Honestly, you just make a brand new character and just try to play it, and within, I don't know, a week, you'll be going, oh yeah, hang on, I'll go get a Behemoth, then I'll have enough stamina to get this in, and SFA, and I'll have the treatment, and then I can get this implant in. Once that's in, that's got strength in it, so I can get this one in now. And honestly, it comes back to you so quickly. It's not, honestly, you can solve a Rubik's Cube, right? I mean, it's easier than that. I mean, saying that, I don't know I could solve one now. I don't think I can remember all the moves you need. But yeah, when they came out, yeah, I could do them. I mean, I wasn't good at it. It took me 6 minutes to solve a cube. These days, guys can solve 3 Rubik's Cubes in 3 minutes while juggling them. Brain pan on that guy. So yeah. I actually watched someone do that on a video 3 minutes long, and as they're juggling, they're making a move and keeping the juggle going with 3 cubes and solving each cube. Oh man. Don't know how they came up with doing that, but hats off. Yeah, when I bought the 40 series card, you can maybe see there. If I go to big screen, or you guys on YouTube won't see it, but can you see it there? Yeah, there you go. Yeah, it came with a Diablo 4 code, and I didn't really have any impetus to play it. It turned out it's not that good, or people just played it for a bit and then stopped. I don't know what the deal is, because I never played any of the games, so I don't know what it was perhaps missing or whatever. And I tried to give it away to someone, but you have to redeem it through the GeForce Experience app, and the GeForce Experience app knows if you have a 40 series card or not. I mean, there's probably a way to spoof it, but I don't know. So I tried to give it away and I couldn't. So, yeah. Where'd you go for information on the game? The official forum is not that great. Your new Bible, good sir, is any Google search, prefix it with the words Anarchy Online, and you will find this. So, Anarchy Online. Let's say you want to know about fixer weapons. You find and then AO Universe. And this is your Bible for AO. Is absolutely unequivocally the best repository of game knowledge, guides, how-tos, quest guides. Like, I'm doing this quest in Shadowlands. Where? Oh, it's in Nascence. Here's all the quests in Nascence. Here's all the quests in Elysium. Here's all the quests in Sheol, Adonis, Penumbra, Inferno, and Pandemonium. And yada, 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 yada. Step by step, where to go, what to do. Yeah, it's an amazing site. What you'll find, though, is it's a little difficult to search for things within the site itself. So if you just prefix every Google search with Anarchy Online and, thing you're looking for, it will land on an AO Universe article about it. Yeah, and it just absolutely will, and you're sorted. Because the answer will be correct, Another site you want is this one. So you want to see what nanos, etc. are available to you is AO Galaxy. So, okay, I've made an agent. But can I use so-and-so's nano? Yeah? So you're on an agent, you can see what the nano skill requirements are, the quality of it, and how do I get it are all in the description. So like this, bailout. Sheol Garden, need 361 in that skill and 361 in this skill. You go, okay, but it's an agent, so I can use other buffs. So you go, okay, bureaucrat, what can I pinch? And you go, FP agent, hide unusual nanos, and then it will tell you all the nanos the agent can use from the other class before you go and pick them up or whatever. So excellent site. It used to be, I think it was. Oh god, I think it was AO Items used to do it, but the site's now defunct, and it's kind of been reinvented with that one, with AO Galaxy. They've basically just reinvented the site, which is cool. Yeah, and then the old classic, of course, is anno.org, the old classic site. The database is up to date. Some of the information is out of date, however, because the site itself's not strictly maintained. It's just that it's kept up, but it's incredibly useful, especially at like lower level game. Like, what implants, what requirement will I need on an implant for this quality? It's pretty accurate up to 200. Mads, good night, and always enjoy your streams. And yes, AO Universe is the shit. You can say what you like on my streams, I don't care. We speak as adults. The game is officially an adult in pretty much every country. It's 24 years old. Pretty sure you can vote, join the army, get married, whatever, in just about any nation in the world. So it's cool. Moderate adult language is fine, but you know, don't do sweary Larry, because it's just not cool. Yeah, but sweary Larry means swearing for the sake of it. So yeah, don't do that. Right, these guys, I can't hate these guys. Evo assassins are the bane of everybody's life. They hit harder than the boss. They're invisible at this level. They jump out of nowhere. My God, I hate them. Even with Reflect, a heal pet and everything else, they're still... You know, everything else is... Yeah, chump change. Evo Assassins have like the highest crit of anything in the game. Oh my God, I'm going to have to bail on the fight. See, and now I don't know where they are. Because the little fuckers are hiding. Come on, I saw you right there. I know you're hiding right now. And see, it did just come back to life over there. Him I'm not worried about. And they don't have much HP either, but somehow they are absolute bar stewards when it comes to damage. It's ridiculous how much damage they can do for their level. I mean, seriously, the other mobs can barely hit you, and then, including the boss, but then these Evo assassins turn up and hit you like a goddamn train. Engineer is great with the bot buffs on hand. Oh God, yeah. Save you a hell of a lot of time. Yeah, the rest of the mobs here, like the Evo Berserkers, that all look big scary with the tentacles and whatever, or maybe some of you think tentacles are sexy, in which case, wrong stream for you. That's the other stream. That's not me. Yeah, I still use Anno a lot. But you'll notice there'll be database entries for particular nanos, implants, or whatever. And the comments on those are from like 2004 or something. And they go, yeah, good luck ever doing that unless you're nanomage. But nowadays, since we had research and modern gear, yeah, just not the case anymore. So a lot of the comments seem like, what? That's easy. Well, yeah, but they weren't made today. They were made 20 years ago or whatever, you know. So you do have to sort of read between the lines a little bit on that site, but it's still fantastic. Finish killing this doofus and then we'll kill the boss. Please no more assassins. I hate them. I wish you the best. I'm out. I wish you the best. See you on Rubica when I get back, and I always eventually do. Yeah, I know. See, another effing assassin's turned up. It's attacking the heel pet at the moment. Evasive stance. Hope it's not killing the heel pet, because then I'm really messed up. Buff bots, yeah. So people have scripted characters that will buff you any buff you want. Pretty much. Any feasible buff. A buff you could get from another player. For every single class in the game. So all your MP buffs, all your NT buffs and everything else. Yeah, buff bots are transformative. Yeah, they really are. Yeah, you just go to a spot where the buffs are. Yeah, and you can just send a message going, tell any one of them, help, as a direct message. And it will say, please wait. And then it'll say, click here, and it'll open a little menu system, which will list every buff the bot has. And then it gives you features like make a macro for all the buffs you currently have. So once you've got all the buffs you want, you make the macro, you put it on your hotbar, you log off, you log back, and then the macro is saved. That's a bit janky. Scotty Boy has a network of engineers who will team beacon warp you to a variety of locations, including all the anniversary and seasonal bosses. Yeah. It's all player made though. So let's say it's the anniversary. You go, oh, I just saw such and such a mob spawned, and I know that drops the thing I want. I need to go there. Well, tell Scotty Boy anniversary, and Scotty Boy will give you all the locations of all the anniversary bosses, and you pick the one you need to go to, and he'll pull you there within less than a minute. I wonder how it invites you when you're out of level range. It's teamed with someone lower. So the other person that it's teamed with invites you. So there's three, I think there's like 3 or 4 characters for every single one of them or something like that. Yeah, you don't need to anymore. So if you go to tier grid, if you're clan, or Borealis, if you're Omni, and I think there's another one in one of the new playfields. So if we go to the clan area by the grid, here we are, it's the buff bots. So I can target anyone and say, tell %T target, help, like so. Retrieving all available buffs, just a moment. You know, and then you click on buff menu, and there you go. Generic, adv buffs, agent buff, bureaucrat buff, doctor buff, enforcer buffs, engineer buffs, fixer buffs, including hack and quack, all the NCUs. If you click on NCUs, it just gives you the highest NCU buff it can, based on your level. Martial artist buff, MP buff. So I kind of want an infuses again. And they are on here, but I think I have to talk to... I don't know if the paid buffs are here. They may not be anymore, but they used to be. And then there's another one. I think it's in one of the new playfields. Yeah, you've got to be, it invites you to team, but now NCU buffs last 4 hours instead of seconds. Remember they used to last 30 seconds? Now they don't. That happened in 2017. There's either one here or at the other location. No, it's not here. Yeah, and then there's... Is it Coast of Tranquility? Yeah, there you go. There's another buff bot here. 220 fixer. So if I send a tell to them, tell percent T help. It will do the same thing in the chat. Are the bigger buffs you have to pay for? There's no paying for anything. This will then give you the paid character buffs, which you need a paid character to receive. Let's just see. I don't know, soldier, trader, you can get all your wrangles. MP, composite moochums, composite infuses. There you go. Easy as that. Composite infuses now last 4 hours as well. So you go, and that's here. Yeah, you need a paid account to receive that buff. That's a mechanic of the game. They can't go around that. Otherwise, it'd be an exploit. Yeah, and it's all free. It's all completely free. And this is all player-based. So I can't think of any of Chewy Grid's characters, but I know where one is. So I'm going to go to him. Yeah, most Froobs get their buffs this way as well. It's always so much better. There's one up there. So if I say to this guy, tell Senti, help. Tell Scotty Boy help. Yep, so he tells you the commands you need to use. Tell Scotty Boy help. So he tells Scotty Boy help. And then he's got several pages of help. Okay, so Milky Way, all the places they can warp you to. Newland City, Newland Desert, Old Athen, Omni-Ent, Omni Forest, yada, yada, yada. And then they go to these ones. So Dust Brigade, Buff Bots. You know, it's all there. It's all there. So let's see, we want to go to Dr. Demercial. I'm going to click on that. I click on the accept team. I think they get around it with the raid mechanic. So I've joined team. I'm joined team with a character called Warp Dude 13. I just sit here now. It said 22 seconds a few seconds ago. Poof. There you go. Warp Dude 3 has warped me right on top of Dr. Demercial. There you go. Simple as, right? Pretty good, huh? Implant buff bot. Yeah, there is one. It will make implants for you. I've not used it myself, so I can't describe how it works, because honestly, I don't actually know. Yeah, so yeah. I just use something that you have to have in games called the Insurance Recall Beacon. If you've got veteran points, you can buy it for 50 veteran points, but it teleports you from anywhere in the game universe to wherever you last saved, and I just happen to have saved here. So, the court, no, I want Giant Tooth, no. Mirador. Oh no, wait, maybe I don't want Mirador. No, I didn't want effing Mirador. Okay, never mind, I've got an insig. That was me being a doofus. Mirador, Giant's Hoof, no, the court. The Highlands, that's what I wanted. So I can farm some mobs for a dojo. I almost bought a laptop today just to resubscribe. In January? Tell you what. You tell you what you want. Trade container with the clusters, base implant and the cash needed. You get a link on what to pay. Yeah, it's pretty epic. I've not actually tried it myself, but I've heard incredibly good reports about it. So yeah. And you got to remember, the bot is using much higher level characters to do the buying of the parts. So you're getting the price someone with, 1,000 plus comp lit has, versus you with your 500 or 200 comp lit. Because if you remember, the higher your comp literacy in the game, the cheaper prices are from any vendor, NPC or static store. So yeah, I mean, it's incredible. and you get a bag back with the finished implant. I don't know the hell they did that, but it works, and it's pretty amazing. Anyway, another beer. Do. You heard the phone. It's probably work, actually. Let me just double check. They can't call me in, I know that. Oh, no, it was an email. Okay, so look. Okay. Yeah, nothing. Seriously. The bots aren't a cheat. They're the answer to a necessity born within the game itself. Always have been. Yeah, it's just quality of life stuff. Oh, I can't find buffs. Was literally one of the most common kind of complaints that people had about the game. So people went, oh, actually, you know what? I could fix that. I've got the technical know-how. And just got on and did it. You know, I mean, it's not a cheat at all. I mean, this is players helping players. That's not cheating. It's an MMO. You know. I can't get the buffs I want. It takes me 3 hours. You know, maybe you've only got 5 hours to play the game at all that evening, which I think is more than most people have available to them as free time these days. You know, so community-minded players have gone, well, guess what? I've got the know-how. I know enough about scripting and whatnot. I can make a buff bot. There you go. There it is. You know, avail yourself whenever you want. These are kind people thinking of others. Oh my god, that was the fastest doja ever in Sheol. Okay, right, we got it. We're going back. We're going to go hand it in. More XP. Yeah, I mean, they started implementing quality of life stuff within the game itself anyway, back in 2015, 2016. We'd say things like, why is it when you have to do the diseased prisoner mission, I have to pull and then cancel 20 missions before I get the prisoner I want? And they said, oh, right, well, after the first time you do it then, it'll be a drop down. So after you do it the first time, you can then, next time you talk to a warden, the warden sort of like basically just goes, okay, which one do you want? And gives you a list of all the prisoners so you can pick the one you want to get to. I mean, most players... I can remember this discussion back in 2001 about how can a solo player build all their gear, you know, trade skill it, and still have IP over to be an effective character to play in the game. And the answer was, well, you can't really at the time. Pre-perks, you know, any of that stuff. And it was kind of like the basic answer was, well, you can't do that. You have to rely on other players to do it for you, to spend the IP in those skills. You know. So it is what it is. And then someone's gone, well, it's difficult to find someone to make implants for me, and I can't afford to spend the IP in nano programming and whatever other skill is required. So someone came up with an implant bot. You know, it's not the end of the world. You've still got to get that sucker in, you know, so you still got to use your imagination and knowledge to do that. What does Agent get from the... not Agent, Quest guides, classic AO. I think it's quest guides, biomed, what's he? Ashley Winstead, mid-level nano. Yeah, that's the guy. What does... Let's just go to the very end. So martial artist gets enlightened healing touch. Oh, I don't think I can cast that. See, some of these posts are very out of date. Why am I missing? Why would you have not go to pen for this? I'm pretty sure it's just the new arcade nano, and I think it got it wrong. You are missing something huge. This nano comes from the Penumbra quest line, which would easily require you to be 215. Well, no, you can do it 160. The pen line, yeah, no drop. What? It links back to the quest line. Yeah, some of the posts on Anu are, they are what they are. It's like in WoW when you had to travel to dungeons. These days you can open a menu, queue for a dungeon, get teleported there and back when done without ever having to move. Yeah, quality of life. It can do, but I think in a game like WoW, yes, because it's so well populated, but in a game like Anarchy Online, where the player base is vastly smaller, it's like maybe 1,500 to 3,000 people, maybe, play the game still. You know, it's a big difference between I'm on a server with 50,000 people plus there's 80 more servers with equal numbers. There's a big difference there. What's the point? It's a choice. That's the point. You can choose to do the travelling or you can choose not to. And the first time you go there, you're like, oh, yeah, I'll travel. I want to see the world en route to this location. 20th, 30th time, do you still want to run all the way there? Maybe you don't. You know, I'm just saying. I think most of us are like that. Drawing Notum from the sand. Is that not complete? I swear to God, we killed that thing, did it? Okay. Well, we'll go back and do killing something from the sand again. I thought we'd done that, but okay. Heal pet again? I swear to God, I thought I'd done that mission. We killed the damn thing, didn't we? Oh well, we're going back. There's a lot of Rubicar that contained Pain, Old Hunting Ground. Aren't really using them. Yeah, Varmint Woods. I remember going on adventures into Varmint Woods. I remember going into Newland Desert looking for places to hunt. You know, and I kind of miss those days, and I can't go back to them because I know where all the locations are. You know, you cannot unknow what you know. That's the problem. The little white balls. Yeah, those things. I can't remember what the hell they're called, but yeah, I know what you mean. You see, we haven't done any gear upgrades since then, level 60, when I put these in and felt uber. We're now double that level, and I need to upgrade them, clearly. Remains of controller. Okay, let's get rid of the trash loot. Alright, we're going to kill it again, although I was pretty sure we killed it the first time, but never mind. Maybe somebody nuked it from outside of our field of vision or something? I don't know. Shooting at the other guys. I wonder why he stood over there where you get aggro instead of over here where you don't. I don't know. Maybe they want to fight them. Maybe they're farming them. I have no idea. But I do want to finish the wreck off before we disappear anywhere else. I thought we got another perk for Disharmony 2. In addition, this perk line will do a pulsing life tap on the target. The more perks... Oh, right, so it's not an action. Oh, is it? Maybe this? No. Just cast these anyway. Yeah, I remember, what was the place called with the crater and the beetle? Oh, the arguments. No, you must kill all the ads or you don't get a high-level beetle, or you mustn't touch the ads or you won't get a high-level beetle. It was all follow the shoe kind of meant. Yeah, it was just nuts. People went nuts over that stuff. They did it at the Mercs as well. The Mercs only spawn if you stand a certain way. And yet it was all like, no, there's a quest. You pick it up in ICC, you get a letter, and then you go there and you kill the placeholder and they spawn or they don't. If everyone in the kill team has the letter and the quest, there's a higher chance that the mob will spawn. And people would turn up there with no letter, no quest, no nothing, and did the 1 in 1,000... kill the placeholder, and then people that did know would turn up, with a kill team full of people with the letter, kill the placeholder, the mobs had spawned, and the people that have been there for 8 hours wasting their goddamn time would say, there are mobs. We've been here for 8 hours. Yeah, you've been in here for 8 hours doing it wrong, dude. That's not my problem. It was nuts, the arguments people had. But people were very... If you don't know what I'm referencing, it's a Monty Python movie called The Life of Brian. And for 1 minute in the game, or 1 minute in the movie, he's trying to avoid arrest by Roman centurions, and he stands on a pulpit where everyone's preaching all kinds of weird stuff and just decides to, improvise and then go, oh, what about the lily and the blah, 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 and just quote scripture, basically. I mean, Monty Python were all, Catholic schoolboys and whatever, so they know what they're doing. So he quotes all that, and then they're going, no, tell us more. No, he is the Messiah. I know, I should know. I've followed a few, and then he knocks over a gourd or something like that, because he's trying to hide from the cops, basically. And they're going, oh, his holy gourd. He picked up the gourd. Follow the gourd. No, the shoe is the answer. And oh my God, it's hilarious. People getting wrapped round the axle about their own interpretation of basically nothing that's just happened in front of them, which is man running away from centurions, sandal falls off, and they go, oh, the shoe, it's a sign, we should all cast off our shoes, and blah, blah, blah. Honestly, that is one of the funniest pieces of cinema ever. But it's how... It's funny because it's a testament of how people are about things. It's bizarre. But people are like that. They will take the tiniest shred of anything and turn it into the second coming or something. Yeah, it's kind of bonkers. Right, so we've now completed that one and got a bit more XP. Okay, good. I'll find the link for you. The shoe is a sign. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. If I play it on the stream, I'll just get a copyright strike. But there you go. That's the thing. So he's running along. His shoe comes off. Am I going back for it? No.
He has given us a sign.
Yeah, no, his shoe fell off, that's all. And then he didn't want to run back to get it because you loonies are all there. Yeah, so that's the point of that. It's it's so good. Yeah, but around like the beetle in the crater in Varmint Woods, the Mercs, and a bunch of other stuff, these things would crop up. And every time, you got to remember, I'd watched Life of Brian when it came out, which is what, the 80s or something? And I was watching people doing this, and I was just falling about, laughing at them. I was like, oh my God, you are doing exactly what Monty Python did in that sketch. This is just so funny. And they had no clue. They had no clue. They were basically line for line, parsing Monty Python, The Life of Brian. I just found it hilarious. But there you go. Okay, we're out of there, and I think I'm about out of time, unfortunately. Last time, there were a couple of... Backyard 9, where it all started in 2001 on the live server. I came out of this backyard. Looked around, went, ooh, what's all this squirrely stuff in the sky? Walked through here. Obviously didn't have a vehicle. Went, ooh, okay, I can see people. Oh, there's a bunch of people inside here. This is before it told you. You know, you walk in now. No suppression. This is mayhem. And you get the counter, like 15 seconds. Didn't exist. You just walked in and you were instantly attackable. So I walk in like a noob. Hi there, I'm new to the game. Who are you? And, 3 seconds later, I'm dead on the floor. Because the PvP level ranges where I think it was basically free for all up to 75 down to 1. And then it was 75 and all the way to 200. So, yeah, I got pulverized in there, like in a big way. I was like, oh, welcome to Anarchy Online, But there you are. Right, okay. So we've done the duel. We've done some missions. We got to 123. I think for the next stream, which will be Friday. Oh, the tier wampers over fair trade. Yeah, I like them better there. I know exactly where you mean. There's, like you say, it is kind of an island, yeah. In the middle of this thing. On top of that building in the middle there. Hang on, can we? Yeah, we can. So there was 3 wampers up there and they didn't go to the same locations they do now. So everyone hung out here. I used to log off here. First year of AO, I used to log off there. And the wampers were on top of here. And they didn't look like the wampers of today. They were smaller, more compact, much, much squarer, actually. Like when they brought the new ones in, everyone went, they look like Portaloos. And I was like, oh, okay. Maybe a bit, but yeah, okay. Yeah, I remember getting lost in here and I couldn't jump over a wall, so I had to go the long way around, and oh god, I remember those days. They were the worst and the best, The grid was always inside the city, but tier kept crashing with server load, so they put an extra grid outside the city. So if I hit the emergency grid exit now, it turns up outside. That was added later. Before that, it was always inside, and tier would crash. It would just become, your characters were stuck there and whatnot. Because it was just sheer player numbers were too much for the servers they'd designed. It's kind of nuts. Right, let's have a look. Twitch. Is anybody streaming? Turn that idiot off. Anarchy Online. Let's have a look. Stream manager, game. Okay, anyone doing Anarchy? Just me? Please, no. No, me and Rubicar live feed. Oh, okay. Suki Black, what's she streaming? No idea. Escape from Tarkov. Oh, it's totally different. But, okay. Cool game, I guess. I've never played it. Running through Omniac was funny. It doubled my RAM to 64 megabytes. Yeah, I think I started off with 192 megabytes or something weird. Like random sticks of memory that, will combine both computers and make a better one. Back when it was RAM, not SRAM or DDR. Way before that, guys. Any plans to stream any other games this year? What else is coming out this year? Because I did do Stalker. I haven't done any... Yeah, it was like some random number from the 4 sticks of RAM that I had. Before SDRAM, pre-SDRAM RAM is what I had, and a Pentium 3 450 overclocked to 500, of course, and a GeForce 2. I'm sure I had a Voodoo 3 before I had a GeForce 2, but I think I started AO with a GeForce 2. Friday I'll ask for some settings in game. Just lost my... yeah, I've got videos for that. So, are you on the beta engine or the old engine? If you're on the old engine, you can run it on a modern smartwatch. Yeah, you just max every possible setting. But the problem is it's DX7 blended with DX8. So you may, if for higher resolutions, AOIA will help add them for you. So there's a video on how that works and where to get it. So the game won't run beyond 2048 pixels by 2048 pixels. Yeah. But with that, you can run it at whatever you like, 8K if you want. Good luck reading any of the GUI, because unfortunately, GUI does not scale. And then there's also, are you running it correctly? I don't know if I've got a link for that. So if you are using... yeah, that's the video. So there's that one, which is a few tweaks inside the NVIDIA control panel, which will help make the game run a little better. Make sure that Windows knows, hey, this is actually a game. And my system is massively overpowered for playing AO, massively beyond spec. But I can play all new titles and max settings as well, so that's why I built the system I built. Excuse me. Right. I'll just leave it here then, folks. I'll say bye-bye for now. I'm going to come back on Friday. I've had to pledge some overtime, so I'll be doing that in the afternoon, but I should be good for Friday evening for a stream, so I shall be doing one then. Saturday, most likely another stream. The Grace giveaway thing depends if anyone can afford to donate a Grace, because as massively generous as Vulpu was over the last 2 years donating Graces, they're not around at the moment, and if that's the case, that's fine. I understand. So Vulpu, if you do see this and you feel generous and you want to donate a bunch more, yes, of course, I'll give them away. I can't financially afford to give one away every week, much as I'd love to. Yeah, I can't afford it. But I will do for myself at least one a month. So there is that. So at the end of the month, like around the 28th-ish, I can afford to donate a Grace, and I will do. But yeah, the weekly one, I can't quite do it myself. Vulpu, though, plays the markets, I think, which is why he had so many. But hey, there you go. And it will be a Grace code, because I'll be buying it directly from Funcom. And then you guys can use it to activate an old account and or use it on GMI and then have an item to sell for like hundreds of billions. It's up to you. Your choice. Right, okay, I think that's everything and anything. Brian, oh my god, this game exists. Laughing my effing arse off. Yes, it does. Yeah, it's 24 years old, but it's still here. There you go. Things happen. But there we are. So thank you, everyone. I will see you in the next one. But until then, thank you for the resubs. Thank you for the follows. Thank you for the love. And I will see you in the next one. Okay, folks. Bye for now.